want him charged.
Before anyone charges anybody, I want to know what's going on
I
here.
couldn't stop them from fighting.
Who are you?
I live here. I'm Julie's fiancé. He is the one trespassing.
And you are?
Foley Marsh.
He came into our house and attacked me. He punched me. I want him charged.
Why don't you tell him why I did it then?
I told Foley to stay away. But he came round here and got into a fight with my fiancé.
Well, over what?
He's jealous. Julie finished with him years ago and he still hasn't got over it. I mean, any other person would just get on with their life. But him, oh no. He has to come around here and harass us.
I don't believe this. Julie, tell him what's really going on here. Tell him what he does to you.
Foley, please, grow up.
Julie, don't let him get away with this.
All right, just calm down, all right, mate?
Why don't you just face it? You're a loser.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. And why don't you lose some?
Calm down!
I'm arresting you for assault. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
And what about him?
Come on, outside.
This is ridiculous.
Look, Foley's got this phobia about me being in danger from Anton.
Well, why would he think that?
I don't know. I'm sorry, darling. It's my fault. I should never have let him in.
So why did you?
Listen, Sergeant. He came in here, I asked him to leave, and he attacked me. He punched me on the nose. Now, Julie saw everything that happened and will confirm all that I've just said. Right, Julie?
Can you just warn him? Ask him to stay away.
I don't want you to warn him. I want you to charge him. The man should be committed.
Look, I want to apologise for what happened earlier on. I was out of order.
Yes, you were.
It's just that... Well, Anton really winds me up, you know. Standing there like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. The man is a psychopath.
Why did you go around there in the first place? Julie said that she told you to keep away.
Well, I went to their place to warn Anton to lay off her. He beats her. I keep telling her to leave, but...
So you went round there to tell Anton to stop beating Julie?
Yeah, but then he started mouthing off at me. He's a real prat.
You say he was mouthing off at you?
Yeah. Anyway, I kind of lost it and whacked him a couple.
That wasn't very clever, was it?
Call it my 5 minutes of madness. Anyway, my case aside, you guys should do something about Anton.
Like what?
I told you, he beats her.
She hasn't pressed charges against him. Until she does, there's nothing we can do.
You see, Julie's a lawyer. She knows the procedure.
Look, he terrorizes her. Beats her for the most ridiculous things. I mean, there could be a dirty speck on a dish or tin labels not facing the front. Whatever it is, he is serving up the punishment.
Well, if what you're saying is true, then it's a lousy situation. But until Julie asks for help, there's nothing we can do.
Well, that is ridiculous. He could have beaten her to death by then.
They seem a fairly happy couple to me.
Julie's scared stiff.
You haven't got over her yet, have you?
I had a really good thing going. Then I went and cheated on her. She dumped me.
It seems to me that you need to take a step back and start getting on with your life and let Julie get on with hers. Interview terminated at 13:45. Some years ago, I saw Julie Herridge in action in court. She's a really good lawyer. If what Foley says is true, she's a really good victim as well. The sort that doesn't report it.
Sunhill's tame psychologist, eh? Can you give us a lift to the bus stop? My car's not back till tomorrow.
Where are you going?
The gym.
All right, hop in.
Morning, Jude.
Oh, sir.
51 Larkfield Street. You answered a call there yesterday?
Julie Herridge's place, yes?
Well, we just had another one. There's been a burglary and a stabbing there. Steve and Polly are on the way now.
Right, I better get down there.
OK.
What happened, Polly?
I'm not really sure, Sarge. But the lady's still in shock. She hasn't said a word.
What happened, Julie?
Can I have a glass of water, please?
Sure.
Mike.
It's all right.
I can't believe this is happening.
Look, I know you're very upset, but now probably is the best time to tell me what happened.
I was upstairs sleeping in bed, and I heard a commotion downstairs.
What time is this?
About 6.
And where was Anton at this time?
He's a bond trader, so he normally gets in at 5 a.m. Thanks.
Okay, so you heard a commotion.
Yes. Anton wasn't in bed with me, so I thought he was downstairs getting himself some breakfast. Then I came down. Oh, he was just lying there bleeding. I tried to revive him, but he just lay there bleeding.
Was anybody else down here apart from Anton?
No, I couldn't stop him bleeding.
Is anything missing?
No, but the front door was open.
Did you touch anything?
No. I called the ambulance right away. Is he going to be all right? I don't want him to die. I've got to go with him.
Yes. It's all right. You can go, but I may need to talk to you later, all right?
Yes.
Polly, can you follow the ambulance to St Hugh's? I'll be along later.
All right, Sarge.
I'll start on the neighbours.
Let me show you something, Sarge. I was looking for a glass in here earlier on. Remember what Foley said about Anton being quite organised?
Well, they're a very tiny couple, so?
Well, for a very organised couple, don't you think this knife is a bit out of place? It could be the weapon.
What, just because it's out of place?
Sarge, it is the only thing out of place.
Right, if we need to be in touch, we know where you are. Thanks for your help.
No problem. It's a pleasure. Bye.
Bye. Anything?
No, not yet. Spoken to some of the neighbours, but they were all fast asleep and there's no answer from next door.
Well, there's somebody there now. I just saw the curtain move.
Front door's around the corner.
Right, we'll see you in a bit.
Maybe there is something in what Foley said yesterday.
Yeah, maybe.
Hello.
Sergeant Ackland PC Jarvis from Sun Hill. Do you live here?
Yes.
What's your name?
Elspeth Merrick.
Mrs. Merrick, we need to ask you a few questions about an incident at number 51.
Better come in.
Thank you. Did you hear a noise coming from next door early this morning?
I was walking by a row they seemed to be having.
What time is this?
Oh, a wee bit after 5 o'clock. Mind you, I couldn't hear exactly what they were saying, but it's not the first time I've heard them having a tiff.
And how long did this row go on for?
About 10 minutes or so. And suddenly everything went quiet.
Thank you. And that was all you heard, yeah?
Well, I couldn't get back to sleep anyway, so I came down here and made myself a cup of coffee. Just after 6, I saw a man, a black man, running out of Julie's house. He got into a white Jeep and drove off.
A black man?
Yes, I've seen him here before with Julie.
Can you describe him?
He was tall, about 6 foot or so, with very short hair.
Did you see this man arrive?
No, only leaving.
You said you've overheard arguments before.
Yes, very regular. Sometimes during a row I'd hear Miss Herridge cry out. And I'd bump into them outside and they seemed a normal, happy, loving couple. I could never quite work them out, to be honest.
How long after this man left did the ambulance arrive?
About 5 minutes or so. Sorry. I really have to get my lot up for work now.
That's all right, Mrs. Merrick. Thank you very much for your help. We may need to contact you again. Black man, white cheap. Come on.
Sergeant Ackland.
Mr. Marsh, can we have a word, please?
I was on my way to work. What can I do for you?
Where were you at 6 o'clock this morning?
Can we do this on a session? I have a slight feeling of déjà vu, yeah?
Mr. Marsh, where were you at 6 a.m. this morning?
At Julie's place.
What were you doing there?
I want to have a word with Anton.
About what?
About Julie.
Well, what happened?
We got into a fight. I stabbed him.
Are you sure you don't want legal representation here, Mr. Marsh? It is advisable.
No, I got nothing to hide. I went there about 5 a.m. to tell Anton never to lay a finger on Julie again.
At 5 in the morning?
I know he comes home from work early. I wanted to catch him. Alone. He let me in. I gave him a warning. But he didn't take me seriously. He started mouthing off again.
Yes?
He went into the kitchen and came out with a knife, saying that if I didn't get out, he was going to stab me. I laughed at him, telling him to stop being a pillock. But he kept coming at me. We got into a scuffle, and before I knew it, the knife was in him with me holding the handle. It was an accident. But I did it.
Well, if it was an accident, why didn't you call the ambulance or the police straight away?
He was dead, wasn't he? I panicked. I wasn't thinking straight.
What happened to the knife?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. It all happened in a flash.
So why the sudden confession now?
Look, just charge me.
Interview terminated at 9:10. You know, your custody record is taking on a life of its own. Yesterday, actual bodily harm. Today, grievous bodily harm.
Grievous bodily harm? I thought Anton was...
Dead? No, Mr. Marsh, he isn't. How's he doing?
Not so good. He's still on the critical list. Doctor said he lost loads of blood. It's tricky.
Has Julie said anything?
No, not a word. She's just been sitting there holding his hand. I feel really sorry for him, Sarge. I mean, they were due to get married. They don't deserve this.
Right. Julie, you all right?
He'll beat this. He has to. He's got to wake up.
Look, why don't you stretch your legs for a bit? There's a coffee machine down the corridor.
I want to be here when he wakes up.
You will be. Come on, it'll only take a minute.
Is that all right, Doctor?
I'll let you know if there's any change.
I came up against you in court once. The Tommy Sheldon case?
Yes, I remember.
You tore me to bits in the witness box.
I'm sorry about that.
Forget it. We had a lousy case. Should never have come to trial, really. Right, how'd you like your coffee?
Black, no sugar. Please.
There's something you should know. Foley has confessed to stabbing Anton.
Foley?
Coffee?
Thanks.
I wonder if you could just go through again what happened this morning.
Like I said, I came downstairs about 6 a.m. and Anton was lying on the floor bleeding. I called an ambulance. The front door was open.
We believe that the knife used to stab Anton was from your kitchen. Did you see it or touch it?
No.
When was the last time you saw Anton before he was attacked?
Yesterday evening before he went to work.
We have reports of a heated argument taking place in your house at about 5 a.m.
I was asleep. I didn't hear anything until I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning.
It's very strange. Our informant says there was screaming and shouting.
What's Foley's situation?
Not good.
It's Anton I have to worry about now. June.
There's someone waiting for you in the front interview room. Brenda Marsh, Foley's sister. I didn't realise they were related, but you might want to know. She was arrested a couple of years ago for assault on a boyfriend.
Oh. Was she convicted?
No, the boyfriend dropped the charge.
Right, sir. Cheers.
I understand my brother's been arrested for stabbing Julie Herridge's fiancé.
He's admitted it.
Then he's lying. Foley wouldn't stab anyone.
Well, why confess to a crime he didn't commit?
Because he's a fool, that's why. If there's one thing my brother loves more than he loves himself, it is Julie Herridge.
So?
I keep telling him, snap out of it, it's over. But will he listen? The fact that Anton uses Julie as a punch bag doesn't help matters either.
You know that for a fact, do you?
Of course I do. Foley and I live in the same house. There have been countless occasions when Julie has come around the house looking for a shoulder to cry on. Foley get all fired up about it and go around to Anton's and have words with him.
What, just words, or did he get physical?
Does it matter?
Where were you between 5 and 6 this morning?
Hold on a minute. Oh, I get it. Just because in the past I defended myself against some ex-boyfriend who was beating me up, I'm now a suspect.
Where were you between 5 and 6 this morning?
I was in bed asleep.
And where was Foley?
He was asleep in his bedroom.
Well, if you were asleep in your bedroom, how do you know that?
Because this morning at 5:30, the phone rang and woke me up. Foley picked it up.
You say that this was at about 5:30?
Yes.
And what happened then?
Next thing, Foley dashes out the house. He doesn't come back until 6:30. I asked him what was going on and he tells me not to worry about it.
You see, Foley told us that he was at Julie's house at 5.
He didn't leave home until 5:40. Look, I think there's something else you should know. Foley suffers from sickle cell anemia. He's in a lot of pain. I mean, most of his time is spent in and out of hospital. Recently, he just seems to have given up.
How do you mean?
When you think you haven't got much to live for, you haven't got much to lose. Especially if the person he's taken the blame for is the one person he loves.
Did you receive a phone call at home at about 5:30 this morning?
I wasn't at home at 5:30 this morning. I was at Julie's place.
We believe that you received a phone call from Julie at 5:30 this morning and then you dashed out of the house.
Brenda, look, my sister doesn't know anything. She's just trying to protect me.
Oh, come on, Foley. It's plainly obvious you didn't stab Anton. You weren't even there when the attack took place, were you?
I stabbed him. Me. I did it. What more do you want me to say?
Where did you leave the knife you used?
On the floor next to Anton.
Well, that isn't where we found it. You're covering up for someone, aren't you?
And why would I want to do a thing as daft as that? Hey, you tell me.
Because you're in love with this person. And probably because you've had enough of living your life in and out of hospital. Julie, can I have a word, please? Right, now I understand that your relationship with Anton was going through a very tricky patch.
No more so than any other relationship.
When he started beating you up, it stopped being any other relationship.
Anton never beat me.
I don't believe you, Julie.
Anton's been under a lot of stress at work lately. I haven't always made it easy for him at home.
And you're saying it's your fault?
Anton is a bit of a perfectionist. He hates mess. I'm not like that. When he's under a lot of pressure, he notices things, untidy things.
And then he hits you?
No. He might push me or something, but that's my fault. I should be aware of the pressure he's under. Look, Anton and myself love each other. We're going to be married soon. We are happy together. He would never intentionally hurt me.
So if I was to roll up your sleeve, I wouldn't see any marks. I think you had a row with Anton at 5 o'clock this morning. Now, why don't you tell me what's really going on, Julie?
I want to go back to Anton. He might be awake now.
I'm sorry, Miss Herridge. I'm afraid we just lost him.
What?
Mr. Haig is dead. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Why don't you tell me what happened this morning?
Anton wasn't always like that. We were really good together. But he changed. God. He just changed. Thank you. When Anton got home this morning, I pleaded with him to drop the charges against Foley. But he just got angry, really angry. It was worse than any other time he'd hit me. I ran into the kitchen, grabbed a knife just to scare him off, you know. But he kept coming, shouting at me, telling me he was going to kill me. I don't know how it happened. He was coming at me. I struck out with the knife in my hand. Oh. I thought he was dead. I couldn't think straight. So I called the only person I knew I could trust.
Foley.
Yes. He came round. He said that he would say he had stabbed Anton. I was stupid. I don't know why I let him talk me into it. But I was really frightened. Foley made me promise. He said I should leave everything the way it was. When he left, I called the ambulance and tied it up. Anton hated things left lying around. He said they created mess. He hated mess.
Julie Herridge, I'm arresting you for the murder of Anton Haig. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Can I see Anton once more before we go? He liked things tidy.
Go on, will you, Bernie? You're going to cause an accident.
Of course, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think he's on this time?
Dunno. Do you want to check him out?
All units from Sierra Oscar. Stingers, a fight. Any unit deal?
Ah, we better take that.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1 received, don't we?
Received, Steve.
Stingers have been a bit quiet lately.
Yeah.
Come on!
Problems, Mike?
Mr. Thompson, sir, didn't want to come in.
Really?
Twisted my arm when he nicked me. I think my wrist broke. I want to see a doc.
The custody sergeant will take all the necessary details, Mr. Thompson.
Good job you was here.
Do you understand you got a problem, Mr. Rickards?
Not that I know. There was a bit of a ruckus, that's all.
Yeah? What was it about?
Well, the live group we booked didn't show. Some of the punters got a bit restless. My head doorman sorted it.
We had a report of a fight.
Oh, thank God you're here. You've got to come quick.
Problem?
One of the bouncers, he's got Neil. Come on.
Paula was one of the troublemakers. You don't want to listen to
We'll
her.
check for ourselves next, Mr. Rickard.
You're kidding. That's it, that's balls.
Wait, please, hold it! Hold it! What's going on?
Got a few too many, I'm afraid.
Did you do this, Mr. Bowles?
You just fell over, mate.
Liar.
Sierra Oscar from 363, receiving.
Go ahead.
Ambulance, please. Stingers, nightclub, rear entrance. Male, IC1, unconscious, possible head injuries.
Received, Steve.
Why were you dragging him when he was obviously injured?
I thought he needed some air.
He's having him dumped. There's a cab out here, Steve.
So call a taxi for the lad. What's wrong with that?
Did you see Mr. Bowles hit Neil, Paula?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kept punching him. I thought he was going to kill him.
You've got a good imagination, I'll say that for you.
I'm arresting you for assault. You do not have to say anything.
Are you kidding, mate? He's scum!
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence.
You can't nick Alan. He's been doing your work for you.
What?
He keeps the pushers and the lowlife out of the place. You lift him, they'll come flooding back.
Well, you better ring the agency you got him from, hadn't you? Sort out a replacement. He did come from an agency, did he?
I can't believe you're not grateful.
Oh, Mike.
Sir?
What was the FME's verdict on Mr. Thompson's wrist?
Couldn't find anything, sir. Thompson was just pulling one of his stunts.
So, that's yet another wasted FME call-out, is it? We do have a budget to consider.
It's a pity we have to bother with the FME when it's such an obvious con, sir.
The rules are in place for our protection as well as the protection of the suspect, Mike.
I hardly touched him, sir. I don't know what he was on about.
He certainly seemed to have wound you up.
He did actually try to smack me when I nicked him, sir. I had to use some force to restrain him.
However much aggro you're getting, it's important to keep a cool head.
Well, you should have seen Gatley Road tonight, sir. It's like a war zone. I mean, it's one thing
I am
piling...
aware of the problems, Mike. All I'm saying is, don't let punters like Thompson get to you.
No, sir.
Here, put those away, will you?
It's all right for him. He can pick and choose when he goes out. Doesn't have to cope with the dross.
Tell me about it.
All right, Bob, I think I'm through here.
If you could hang on for a moment, sir, I need to finish this drink drive.
Fine. Always good to get one's hands dirty.
Thank you.
Though I don't suppose this qualifies as a sharp end exactly, does it, Mike?
No, sir.
Right, Tony. What have we got?
Alan Boulter. I've arrested him on suspicion of assault at Stingers. He's the bouncer.
Head security officer, actually. I've already explained what happened.
I'll hear the officer first, Mr. Bowles.
When we arrived at the club, we found Mr. Bowles dragging an injured youth down the stairs towards the back door. The youth is now in hospital. His girlfriend said she saw Mr. Bowles assaulting him.
She's lying.
Full name, please.
Alan Reginald Bowles.
Date of birth?
5th of May, 53. 44. Hard to credit sometimes. I definitely don't feel it. Of course, I work out a lot. You have to in my line of work.
Address?
Flat 4, 112 Larkhall Avenue. I was just trying to keep the spot of bother we had from escalating.
You think you can teach my officers a thing or two, do you, Mr. Bowles?
Not really, Sergeant.
Inspector.
Ah, right, yeah, well, I can understand how you wouldn't relate to what I'm saying. Obviously, you're in your office 90% of the time. Thing is, I'm there at ground...
Stand up, please.
I'm there at ground level, like your bloke here. Only, I ain't got the uniform, so I've got to use different methods.
Oh, yeah. We saw their effect on Mr. Jury.
Neil Jury fell over. I expect he'll remember when he wakes up.
How are you feeling now, Neil?
Aching a bit.
I'm not surprised.
I'm going home, though.
Could you hang on a minute?
I can't, I'm out of here.
I just want to take a statement from you about the assault.
What assault?
Well, the assault that gave rise to your injuries. Paula told
I wasn't assaulted.
What?
No, I tripped on something.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a skinful. Didn't know what I was doing.
Now, hang on a minute. Could you just step back in there? Just for a minute. It won't take long. Thank you. Paula says you were assaulted.
Well, I wasn't. She's a panicker, aren't you?
She said your injuries were caused by the doorman.
She wasn't even close when it happened, were you?
No, I weren't that close, no.
So what? Now you're saying Bowles didn't beat Neil up, are you, Paula?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You worried Bowles is going to get back at you?
Look, I'm going home.
Mind, don't get me wrong. I don't blame your lads for doing their job. They weren't to know.
I'm sure they'll be relieved to hear that, Mr. Bowles.
I know you've got to go through the motions, Sergeant. Oh, sorry, Inspector. But I mean, well, when it comes down to it, we're all on the same side, aren't we?
Show Mr. Bowles out, please, Tony.
Sir. Should have seen Munro. He looked like it's going to flatten him.
Hang on. Tony, slow down.
Burning, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks like we should have checked him out earlier.
Couldn't make it all the way home then, Bernie?
Yeah, I'm just having a breather.
Yeah? What have you taken?
A couple of these.
Where did you get them from exactly?
I don't know, I've been clubbing.
When we last saw you, you were near Stingers. Is that where you've just been?
So what?
Well, according to Mr. Rickard, Stingers is a drug-free zone.
Oh, yeah.
So, who'd you buy the ease from?
Not going to tell you that, am I?
Your probation officer's not going to be too impressed with you, is he? That you're popping pills again?
Leave me alone.
Just want to know who you've been buying the ease from.
Some bloke at Stingers.
What's his name?
Don't know his name, I'm not thinking straight. Jury.
Neil Jury?
I don't know his first name.
Okay, Bernie. Is there anybody at home now?
Yeah, my mum's at home.
Better get yourself off there then, chap.
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks.
Looks like Bowles was doing exactly what he said he was doing when he put the boot into Jury.
Yeah.
Kicking out the scum.
Thanks for your help, sir.
Oh, that's all right, Bob.
Sarge, I'm going out again now.
OK, Mike, fine.
I'll come with you, Mike.
Right, sir.
Not exactly Beirut, is it, Mike?
Often clears up about now, sir. Picks up again later.
Even the Toms are going home.
Comes in waves, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
All units from Sierra Oscar, Stingers. We've got another fight down there. Any unit deal?
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1 received, Narika, on way. I went to check out Neil Jury on his state of Bernie selling dodgy gear.
First things first.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 2-1.
Show us attending. Well, let's head over to Stingers. See if things are livelier there.
I said enough!
Things hop a bit, did they, Mr. Rickards?
Because you lifted my head dormant, that's why. Word got around. The real scum started to show their faces. They must have done 1,000 quid worth of damage over there.
Ben finally got here, though.
Didn't stand a chance. There was punters climbing up onto the rostrum. Everyone screaming.
So where's the rest of them?
My office. This is all down to you.
Well, Mr. Bowles didn't waste any time coming back, did he?
Yeah, right.
See what's happening around the front, will you, Mike? I'll have a word.
Fine, sir.
Enough! I said that's enough!
Come on!
What happened? Oh, he was beating me up!
I'm arresting you for assault. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence.
You did this!
You do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on.
I'll do you for using an excessive force!
Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You're gonna be sorry you touched me!
On your way!
What, this is all down to Mr. Munro?
Of course, I knew he'd find any crack. He's the type, isn't he?
What type?
Well, can't express his feelings, keeps things bottled up.
We need to see a doctor. Leave me alone.
Why did you come back, Paul?
What?
I would have thought after what happened earlier, you'd want to steer clear of this place.
Yeah, Well, me and Neil had a row and I wanted to get out of the flat. I thought one of my mates might still be down here.
Yeah? I'm looking forward to having another chat with Neil.
What?
There's a couple of questions I want to ask you. You and him haven't been entirely honest with us, have you?
What are you talking about? I'm the one that's been clobbered. It's Bowles you ought to be given the 3rd degree.
OK, Paula, calm down.
What's he going on at me for?
I'll leave you to it. I'm obviously not helping matters.
I saw Mr. Bowles shaking a girl and restrained him. She said he'd assaulted her. I arrested him.
You lost it, mate. And that is putting it mildly.
In the course of the arrest, Mr. Bowles lost his balance and fell.
You threw me against a wall.
Full name?
Not changed in the last hour, has it? Alan Reginald Bowles. I'd only gone back to pick up me wages. Then Paula goes for me screaming I did her boyfriend. You want to see her nails? Lethal weapons they are. I was defending myself.
If you could save that for the interview.
Oh, don't worry. I will. And I want to start complaint proceedings against your mate here for assault, because he was a bit handy with his fist just now.
If we could get on, please, Mr. Bowles.
And, get the doc to have a look at this, will you?
If we're to have a good case against Bowles, Paula, we've got to have a medical report of your injuries.
Yeah, I'm just scared he'll get back at me.
You could go down for some time. I don't know. It's really important. If he keeps getting away with assaults like this, he's just going to do more and more damage.
Yeah, OK. I'll see a doctor.
Good girl. Oh, hang on here a second, yeah?
I won't go loo.
Right, I'll see you in reception. Steve.
Any joy?
She said she'll get checked out.
Why did you come back, though? I don't believe it was a row between her and her boyfriend. Doesn't make sense.
How long are you going to be?
We're nearly through, Mr. Rickards.
You're not counting on Paula giving evidence against him, are you?
Wait and see, shall we?
That little smackhead. Excuse me if I don't hold my breath.
So, what's the verdict?
A few bruises, nothing very serious. Needed a couple of strips on the head wound, though.
Right.
Keeping me very busy tonight, Bob.
Let's hope this will be the last one.
Inspector, you'll have a few choice words to say to the lads, no doubt.
Look, he could have done that girl some serious damage if you hadn't stepped in when you did.
Thanks for your reassurances, Bob. I'm sure they're well meant.
Paula! Steve! I think Paula's done a bunk.
Debbie, have a look at this.
Looks like they don't just powder the noses in here.
I reckon jury's selling more than he.
You don't think Paula will get back to him, do you?
She might do, it's not far. Yeah, that's her mistake.
Why couldn't you just tell me she wasn't going to make a statement?
Well, the same stuck on me.
Well, I've not finished with her yet. If she's not pressing charges, we'll need a withdrawal statement.
Well, that gives us a good excuse to go after her.
One I'll do is nut if we mess this one up.
Thought you'd already done that.
I'm not going back empty-handed. Don't sound like she's getting much of a welcome.
No.
Clear off, will you?
I said,
clear off, will you?
I said, clear off. What's the problem?
Paula, why'd you run off?
Now look what you've done. Just push off, will you, you sad little tart?
I was trying to help you.
Look, I don't want her here, OK? This is my flat and she's giving me hassle.
Ain't nothing to the hassle I'm going to give you. He done this to me.
You said it was Bowles?
No, Bowles just gave me a shaking. It was him that done the root damage before I come out. He's done it loads of times, ain't you?
Look, she lies all the time. I never know nothing like it.
Bowles just gave you a shaking.
Yeah, that's right. Just finish things off.
You know what you've got coming, don't you?
Go on in. Go on in, show him what you like.
Look, all I want, OK, is for her to leave me alone. We're finished. She just won't give up.
OK, Neil. I'll leave you alone. Have this first, though, because it's your takings, innit?
You cow!
What's this?
I've been looking forward to having another chat with you, Mr. Jury. Let's sort this out down the station, shall we?
I've prepared my notes in relation to Mr. Bowles' arrest, Bob. Problems?
Paula Davis, sir. Her and her boyfriend had just been brought in. And now she says it wasn't Bowles that caused the injuries.
What?
She said the boyfriend beat her up before they left home. The FME's examining her now.
I saw Bowles shaking her.
I know, but she says jury caused the damage.
It puts rather a different complexion on matters, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it does.
Not your worry, Bob.
How long has Neil been violent with you, Paula?
Can't remember.
On a regular basis, though, is it?
Look, you talked to him yet?
He's waiting for his brief.
He's gonna kill me. He shouldn't have talked to me like that, though, should he? I can't take no more.
This money that you threw at Neil, where'd it come from?
From the club.
Whereabouts in the club?
Bowles' office.
And what was it doing there?
Bowles took it off him.
And what, Neil sent you back to get it?
I didn't want to go.
So what happened after you got the money?
Bowles walked in and caught me as I was leaving. It was Neil's money. I weren't stealing or nothing.
When you chucked it at him just now, you referred to it as his takings.
I didn't know what I was saying. Just really mad with him.
Is that the money he got from selling E's?
I don't know.
If it makes it any better, we already know Neil was selling E's at the club. We picked up a customer of his. Wasn't feeling too good.
Yeah, okay, so he sold a few E's. It's no big deal, is it?
That's a lot of money just for selling E's. Must be £1,000 there, easy. Must be charging well over the odds.
He sold a lot of them, that's all.
There were some used syringes in the female toilets, Paula. Someone's obviously selling the hard stuff.
Yeah, well, it ain't Neil.
What exactly happened between Bowles and Neil, Paula? Wasn't just a case of Bowles kicking out a troublemaker, was it? Did Bowles find out Neil was selling drugs?
Yeah. Yeah, he grabbed the money off him and dragged him in his office.
Did Mr. Rickards know what was going on?
I don't think so. He's leaving Bowles to sort everything.
Are you a regular at Stinger's, Paula?
I used to be. I haven't been down there a while, though.
Was Bowles working there last time you went?
No, I wouldn't have gone if I'd known he's a maniac.
Yeah, doesn't like pushers, that's for sure.
But Neil ain't a pusher.
You can still kill people with ecstasy tablets, Paula, as you know.
Oh, don't give me that. I ain't in the mood.
Why did you call us, even though you knew we might find out about Neil being a pusher?
Bowles was going mad. I panicked.
So why didn't Bowles tell us about Neil when we got to the club?
Dunno.
I reckon Neil's a bigger fish than you're letting on, isn't he, Paula?
No.
Why would Bowles half kill him unless there was something else at stake?
Ask him, ask Bowles.
He's made it his mission in life, hasn't he? Fighting scum. That's what your boyfriend is, isn't it? Scum.
Look, Bowles is a scum. It ain't Neil.
Neil's your supplier too, isn't he, Paula?
So what?
So why keep running back to him after all he's done to you?
I'm telling you, Bowles is the one that deals in the hard stuff.
What do you mean?
That's why he beat Neil up. Look, he found some of his regulars weren't coming to him tonight, and he saw someone was supplying them, and he reckoned Neil was trying to move in on his patch.
You're not just trying to do a whitewash job on your boyfriend.
No, it's the truth, honest. You see some of the gear Bowles has got, I couldn't believe it. If Bowles finds out I've grasped on him, he's going to kill me. He said he knew where we lived and if we messed him about, we were for it.
You said you saw some of the gear Bowles has got. Where?
It's in his office. When I took Neil's money, I saw it stashed in the back of his drawer in his desk.
You sure about that?
Yeah, you've got to believe me. Neil ain't the one dealing smack.
Oh, you think Paula's telling the truth this time, do you, Steve?
I reckon so. Sounds like Bowles could be a major dealer.
OK. We'll release him without charge. See if he goes back to the club to pick up his stash.
He's really going to think he's pulled one over on us when he walks out this time, isn't he?
Let's hope so.
No more alarm, Mr. Bowles, do we?
No, sounds right.
Oi! Is anyone listening? I know you're there.
My brief here yet, is he?
You won't be needing him, Mr. Bowles.
What?
You're being released without charge.
What's brought this on?
Paula Davis now says that her boyfriend inflicted the injuries.
That's a turn up for the books, isn't it?
What is?
Paula, telling the truth. What made her change her mind?
Can't tell you that, I'm afraid.
I tell you what, I'll be glad to see me on bed tonight.
Sorry you've been inconvenienced.
Might just get you for false imprisonment on top of the rest.
I want to see
Someone wants out.
I'll deal with this, Tosh.
Yeah, right, Reg, cheers.
Gus, I know the pressure you lads are under.
I want to see somebody.
Right.
Like I said before,
I want to see someone.
we're all in the same game.
Well, there's no guarantee, of course, that Mr. Bowles will decide to come back.
He's got unfinished business, though, hasn't he, sir?
He can't rely on our being completely clear of the place.
He's cocky enough. He's going to feel like he's been running rings round us all night.
He has been.
Sierra Oscar 1 from 517.
Go ahead, Mike.
Male IC1 approaching the premises, sir.
That's not his build, though, is it?
We're not sure yet.
No. No, it's not him.
False alarm, sir.
Received.
My blood sugar's dropping.
Just think of poor Debbie stuck with Monroe. We can't waste much more time.
Sir?
517 from Sierra Oscar 1.
Go ahead, sir.
Suspect approaching back of premises, Mike.
Received, sir.
Moving into position.
Let's go, Debbie.
Forget something, did you, Mr. Bowles? Get off, mate! Get off! Get off, mate!
Are you all right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
You dropped something, Mr. Bowles.
Set me off!
See if there's any more on him, Mike.
All right, this is cracked, sir.
Set yourself up, Mr. Bowles.
You planted that!
I'm arresting you for being in possession of a Class A controlled substance.
You know how this will look, don't you?
Anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned.
I start
something
complaint
which will later
proceedings
rely
against
in
a
court.
senior officer.
Anything you do
Next thing
say
you know, I'm on
may
a
be
drugs
given in
charge.
evidence. We kept your cell warm for you, Mr. Bowles.
My brief will love this.
Come on.
Looks like a good result then, sir.
The missing woman's name is Jeanette Mayo. She's 26, single. Last seen here in Carver Road exactly a week ago on her way to work.
Where's work?
The Bird's Nest pub restaurant. She was working there part-time as a waitress.
What about her home address?
Riskin Road.
Well, that's not far.
No.
So why the backpack?
Apparently she doesn't like to be seen in her waitress uniform, so she carries it. Quite an individual by all accounts. So far, the newsagent seems to have been the last one to see her.
Done a great job, Polly.
Oh, yeah. I can think of better things to do. Where to now, then, sir?
Across the road, Polly, then down Larkhall Avenue.
Right.
Uniform have been making all the necessary inquiries, but the lady seems to have vanished into thin air.
Sir?
How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. We've had a good turnout. Are we getting any help?
I don't know yet.
Excuse me,
Yes, love.
the woman who's missing. I think I remember seeing her.
Right, can you give me your name, please?
Eve McCarthy.
And your address?
Can't believe it. Thought for a minute it was Jeanette.
What's the CID connection?
Denise Fletcher, similar age to Jeanette. She went missing from this area 3 years ago on her way home from work. She was found murdered.
Yeah, I know that.
Is this going to do any good?
Well, we hope so, Mr. Mark.
But is it going to help us find our daughter? After a whole week?
We're hoping it might help to jog a few people's memories.
It's great, innit, when it has to come down to this? Yeah, well, you didn't exactly do her any favours, did you?
Mr. Scott, has this helped you to remember anything?
Nah. Besides, I've already told you, lot. Jeanette and me split up a couple of months ago.
But it can't be that much of a coincidence, Gov, can it?
Why not?
Same area, similar circumstances.
Is there any evidence to suggest that this woman is another victim?
Well, no, not really.
And it's not a CID matter, is it?
So what are we supposed to do? Wait until we find a body?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, that's it, Polly. She wouldn't have gone any further than the pub.
Right, sir.
So we'll wrap it up. Then I'd like to take another look at her flat.
Well, do you mind if I get changed first? I don't want to go there wearing this. George could run me back.
All right. See you at the flat. Thanks, Ron.
Liz, people go missing every day, and most of the time they're only missing in the minds of the people who want to find them.
Yeah, and the highest percentage of missing persons are men.
So I know that. I also know that this is a uniform job. Mr. Munro set up that reconstruction. We didn't.
Because a whole week's gone past without a word from the missing woman. Now, if that isn't cause for concern, then what is?
But no one's thinking suspicious death, Liz, except you. So, all right. Jeanette Mayo. What's her background?
She lives in a flat on Wiskin Road. Her parents live locally.
Does she own a vehicle?
No, apparently she spends all her money on her studies.
What studies?
She's doing a part-time postgraduate course in psychotherapy and counselling. But she'd hardly run away from that, would she?
I would.
Are you okay?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes, well, Reg and Gary are doing a follow-up at the moment, and George has the names of a couple of people it may be worth talking to. I just hope the lady isn't wasting our time and theirs.
How do you mean, sir?
Well, in the past, I've known people to make sudden decisions. Just take off, start a new life.
Well, she hasn't gone missing before.
No.
And even when people start a new life, most of them put their old life in order first. I think she would. I mean, this place is tidy. I'd say that's the way she lived. It's only a small flat. I mean, she'd have put this away, and then there's all her notes and textbooks, and then there's the bedroom. I mean, her clothes are in the wardrobe, the bed's made. No, I'd say she wasn't going anywhere apart from work. She was coming home again.
Hello again.
Oh, right. Well, you better come through.
Thank you.
I'm sure it was a week ago that I saw her.
This was on the Friday?
Yes, Friday morning. You see, on a Saturday, I always do a big shop in the superstore by Canley Market. But on a Friday, I always buy a few things in Canberra Road, so I don't have too much to carry when I do my big shop.
Oh, right. Any idea what time this was?
Must have been about 9:30. Walking along with that bag on her back. I remembered her clothes. She looked sort of, well, you know, arty.
And this was in Canberra Road?
Yes.
Where exactly?
Near the newsagents. She walked right by me.
And was she alone?
Yes. Don't know how you could do what you did.
What's that?
Dress up to look like her. I couldn't do it. Dead man's shoes and all that. Because I expect she's dead, isn't she? Pretty girl like that. Expect some maniac's done away with her.
Where did she go when she walked past you, Mrs. McCarthy?
Well, she'd started to cross the road.
Which road?
The main road, as if she was heading for Larkhall Avenue. There was a lot of traffic passing then, so she had to wait.
Did you actually see her cross the road, though?
No. That's the funny thing. I turned away for a minute. When I looked back, she'd gone. She wasn't in the road and she wasn't on the other side of it.
Well, maybe you just lost her in the crowd.
There weren't many people just at that moment, not in the road. And if she crossed over, I'd have seen her.
And you didn't see her at all after that, no?
No.
OK, Mrs. McCarthy. Thank you very much for your help. What's the name of the road by the newsagents?
Frank Street. It runs into Whitegate Estate.
Yeah, her parents live there.
I know.
And her ex-boyfriend lives on the other side of the estate. She could have doubled back. Are you all right, Polly?
But why does everybody keep asking me if I'm all right?
Because you've been acting funny ever since we started this reconstruction, that's why.
Yeah, well, I'm fine. Come on, let's go back.
Back where? Right, you satisfied?
No. Right. It was about here.
What was?
Well, I felt like I was being watched.
Yeah, well, of course you're being watched, Polly. That was the whole idea of it.
No, not like that, George. Not the people in the street. Someone else. Someone different. Just watching me.
I hope this is good news.
We're still looking, Mrs. Mayo. Can we come in?
What is it?
Nothing. They're still looking.
You needn't have bothered to go to all that trouble this morning.
It's far too early to say that, Mr. Mayo. We're still waiting for people to come forward, and some already have.
What did they have to say?
Well, we think it's possible that Jeanette didn't go straight to work on the morning that she disappeared.
Where else could she be going?
Well, she could have been coming here or in this direction.
Dave and I would have seen her, wouldn't we? She'd have called by.
Well, when we asked you before, you said things were all right between you and your daughter.
Well, that's right.
So you got on all right together, did you?
Of course we did. I mean, we may not have seen eye to eye on some things.
What things?
That's our business, surely.
We're just trying to build up a picture of your daughter, Mr. Mayo. The way she thinks, the things that worry her. It all helps us.
Well, we have had a few arguments recently.
What, you and Jeanette?
Yes.
Well, what about?
I suppose we don't like the way she's been living her life just lately.
You mean with her ex-boyfriend?
No, not him. She's well shot of him.
Why?
Because he's not good enough for her, that's why. We realised that the moment we saw him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Calls himself a salesman? That won't last. Who'd want to buy anything from him? And when they were going out together, we never saw Jeanette on her own. He was always with her. He wouldn't let her out of his sight.
What did you and Jeanette argue about?
Well, it wasn't exactly an argument. She's not the kind to argue. We had to let her know what we thought.
About what?
She had a good job, didn't she? In an office. A good career. We were proud of her then. Now look at her, walking round like some dropout.
You can't reason with her, you see. She's always been stubborn, even as a little girl. Always wanted to go her own way. I suppose that's because she was an only child.
She should never have left home when she did.
No.
And as for this course she's doing, what's the point of it? I mean, people leave college and go straight on the dole. Qualifications don't help you these days. And then she had the nerve to tell us she's working in a pub.
We tried to talk her out of it, but she's got a mind of her own. And just lately we hardly saw her. Always too busy, she said. One day I went round there, I was just to pop round, and she wouldn't even let me in.
Well, apart from the one you gave us, do you have any other grown-up photos of Jeanette?
No, I don't think we have.
You don't happen to know why Mark and Jeanette split up, do you?
Oh, yes. Well, it's obvious, isn't it? He was too possessive.
I'll tell you what, we'll just take a shift you down here. Maybe time for you to take over, okay? Hey, son. Come on. Come out here. What's your name?
Byron.
Byron what?
Byron Wilkins.
What you got behind your back, Byron?
We didn't do nothing. We found it.
Come on, show me. Where'd you find this, Byron?
Over there.
Hello, Mr. Scott. Remember me?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Can we talk for a minute?
Look, I've got a meeting in half an hour.
Won't take long.
Yeah, all right. You ain't found her yet, then?
Not yet, no.
You know what? You nearly got it right this morning. The looks, the clothes, everything. When I first saw you on Canberra Road, I thought it was Jeanette coming home.
Mr. Scott, you said you weren't in Sun Hill the morning she went missing.
Yeah, that's right.
You sure about that? You couldn't have made a mistake with the date?
Nah. I was in Birmingham last Friday morning. I stayed over Thursday night. I didn't get back till, what, late Friday. Look, I'm sorry, but I can't afford to miss this appointment.
You see, it's possible that Jeanette could have been coming to call on you last Friday morning.
Coming to see me?
Well, it's only a possibility.
She ain't wanted to see me for ages. Anyway, if she had to come round, my next door neighbour would have said she don't miss a thing. What about that college she went to? Maybe they know something.
Yeah, we've tried. She goes there once a week for a lecture. She hasn't turned up this week.
She was all right till she started that course. Psychotherapy, I mean, who needs it, eh?
Is that why you split up?
What?
Because she decided to find a career for herself?
I suppose. That and the other part-time job she was doing, I never got a look in, do you know what I mean? I certainly didn't want her working down a pub. All them flash gits chatting her up.
So, in other words, you'd prefer to keep an eye on her?
Yeah, if you like. Why not?
Who ended the relationship, Mr. Scott?
She did. Look, I was all set to marry her. I told her enough times. That's why I took a mortgage out on this place. At least I would have got her away from her mum and dad. She could have stayed at home. She didn't have to work. I could have taken on more commissions. But she had to do it her own way.
When you said part-time jobs, there was actually only the one job, wasn't there? At the Bird's Nest pub.
Nah, there was another one. Only she never told her mum and dad. They'd have gone even more ape.
Well, what other one?
Some office work, some geezer, but I reckon he's a con artist.
Why?
Jeanette said he never paid his bills. The way she talked about him, you'd think he was a laugh a minute.
Where did she do this work? At home?
Nah, some office, Canberra Road.
Do you remember the number?
Nah.
OK, come on.
Where did you find him, Andrew?
In the service area behind Meadows' store.
At the back of Canberra Road?
Yes. We're still searching the area.
You ID'd them?
Not yet, no. But we've a pretty good idea who they belong to.
All right. Liz, give him a hand.
Yeah, I reckon this place has been used for quite a while.
Yeah, but it must belong to someone.
I'll check next door.
Let's try him over there. Excuse me. I'm WDC Rawton. This is WPC Page, Sun Hill. We're making inquiries about the property across the road. The office is upstairs. Any idea who they belong to?
Yeah, the estate agents by the arcade, they hold the keys.
Is anyone using them at the moment?
Not anymore, no. Some fellow was once, and he went bust. That's what he told everyone when he did a runner. I reckon he was just another fiddle.
When did he leave?
Oh, I don't know, some weeks ago. What's happened? Someone caught up with him at last, have they? It's about time.
Do you happen to know what the man's name was?
Yeah. It was quick.
You must feel quite close to this lady after the past few days, Billy.
Oh, yeah, you could say that.
So what do you reckon's happened to her?
I think she's dead. I thought it all along, even before I started out this morning.
Right, Mr. Tony Quick surrendered this key to the estate agents 5 weeks ago. We haven't seen him since.
Any idea what Mr. Quick did for a living?
Well, according to the estate agents, it was some sort of mail order business, except Anthony Quick never seemed to do all that much business. They think he could have been using this place as a receiving address.
Yeah, what for?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, it could have been anything. Checks for non-existent goods, contributions to dodgy charities, you name it.
Did he leave a forwarding address?
No, but then again, he wouldn't, would he? Oh, also, he hadn't paid his rent for 6 months. Left a lot of unpaid bills, apparently.
What about a home address?
I didn't know anything about that either.
Cool, sounds like she picked the right one to work for.
Yeah,
Did you say this place hasn't been used in 5 weeks?
that's right.
Take a look at these. Some of these are recent.
Well, this one's only 2 days old.
So how come they're not by the front door? What they're doing stacked neatly on the windowsill?
The last person in the office was one of their surveyors. That was about a month ago.
218 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your name check on an Anthony Quick, George. No trace on the details given.
Right, thanks.
Which means we still don't have an address.
No, but the DRU might have something on him. I'll go back and check.
Right.
You know something? It feels as though I live in this street.
This looks like heavy going.
Yeah. This man who she worked for, well, I suppose he could have harmed her.
Yeah, it's possible.
You know, it wasn't my idea to take part in this reconstruction this morning. Mr. Monroe talked me into it. He said there was no one else and I'm supposed to look like her.
In other words, you were told to volunteer.
Yeah. And now the bag's been found. Well, I suppose the next thing is we'll get a phone call saying her body's been discovered somewhere. In here, George. Jeanette?
Yeah. I'm WDC Broughton. This is WPC Page, Sun Hill. Didn't know you'd be here.
Yeah, well, we are.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just I've got a lot of things to do.
So where have you been?
I'm staying out of the way. In a B&B.
Where?
Down the road.
Do you happen to know that your parents are worried to death about you?
Yeah, I expect they are.
Look, what happened, Jeanette? You do realise we've been looking for you?
Nothing's happened. Oh, it's just me. It's my state of mind at the moment. I just had to make some kind of decision, that's all.
And you made that decision on Friday on your way to work?
Yeah. It was hot. It was busy. There were too many people. It just seems like there's been too many people around me just lately. So I did it, didn't I? Just disappeared for a while. Got away from it all. Trouble is, I didn't get far enough away.
How do you mean you didn't get far enough away?
Well, I stayed round here, didn't I? Should have known better. That bloke I worked for, he knew all about disappearing. He'd done it enough times. Nothing ever worried him.
You talking about Anthony Quick?
Yeah.
Are you saying he helped you?
No. But I learnt things off him, you know.
So where's he now?
How should I know? He's probably opened up another business somewhere. He's not at his old place anymore. I've still got the key. Never gave it back. Been going there now and again in the past week. Somewhere else to hide.
Were you there this morning?
Yep.
Watching me?
Couldn't really miss you, could I?
So where do you think you're going now?
As far away from here as possible.
Now hang on a minute, Jeanette. We happen to have been put to a lot of trouble because of your so-called disappearance.
Yeah, I realise that.
And me in particular.
Well, then you shouldn't have been there, should you? You shouldn't have done it. Do you know something? I was all ready to come back. I was going to come home for good. And then I looked out the window of that empty office. I saw all those people again. The same people I see every lousy day of my life. I saw my mum, I saw my dad, I saw Mark. I thought, that's it, I'm not coming back yet. That's the last thing I need. Then I saw you. Wearing my clothes, carrying a bag like mine, walking like I walk. It's funny, really.
What is?
Well, the way I've been feeling just lately, I didn't want to be me anymore. It was nice to have someone to do it for me.